I think I'm live, folks. Welcome everybody that's in here. What's happening, all? Let's let this thing populate a bit and see what happens. What's going on, Jeff? Hi, Teresa. A lot of new subscribers. I hope we get some new people in here tonight. Hi, Diana. How are you tonight? There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, it's starting to come together. I'm glad I got that building moved. Man, what a it looks so different pulling up in here now. I really like it. It's still hard to get used to. But it turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. Exactly how I mentioned it. And I have a couple questions I need to answer once those people show up in here. 1 second after. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, hit the thumbs up. We got to do that. Red Rooster, hey, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the chat, where I answer everything. Yeah, yours looks good, Teresa. I like the picture you sent me. But this is where y'all ask questions, I answer questions. Mountain Man, what's up, buddy? Hey, Kim, how are you? Oh, how awesome is this? Hello, Donald. Mountain Man, I saw your comment about how much simpler it would have been to run that second shed completely in line. And while, yes, it would have been much easier, adding another 32 feet of length would get me pretty close to the property line. I didn't want to be that close over there on that end. And my building is 16 by 32. The building Alex gave me is 14 by 32. So it wouldn't have exactly matched up anyway. But it would have, and I couldn't make the bedrooms as big. I'd have to have a long hallway going down one bedroom to get to the other. It just would have made the bedroom smaller. Hey, Dan, what's going on, buddy? Everybody's coming in. Donald. Trying to find an adapter for a stovepipe flue. Oh, I am not looking forward to trying to get into all that. But yeah, I did see your comment. I just didn't. I was trying to get things ready here and didn't get a chance to answer the comments yet. I wish it was 16 by 32 because I'd have sure enough just turned that thing sideways and we'd have been done with it. But it looks pretty cool. I like that. It doesn't look like a long trailer. I think too, if I had run it lengthwise like that, I'd wind up with, a 16 by 70-foot trailer is what it would have looked like. So doing it that way gives it's maximum usage out of Alex's building. I'm kind of sore tonight taking those, trying to take all that framing down from what we'd done in Alex's building because I got to reconfigure all of it. I was pulling nails and twisted my back a certain way. It's like I keep forgetting I'm getting older. That's for one of those small uh, stoves, isn't it, Kim? Shoveling gravel. I'm glad my gravel days are over. But I did. Yeah, I didn't get to do the live stream last weekend. Because Dustin came out and moved the building Saturday, and I wasn't planning on him doing it. He didn't realize he was going to have to do it Saturday. We all thought he was going to do it Monday. But Saturday night, I was committed to go to a Halloween party, so I didn't get to go. Yeah, one of those tent stoves, and that's all you need in that cabin. I'm so glad you went that route. Are you down at your place this weekend, Kim? Oh, oh, I'm gonna have to go look at. I have to check out your videos. I want to see where I got. I'm so glad it got moved. Did the guys come out and the shed company come out and move it, or did you guys figure out how to do it on your own? I've got one of those propane ventless wall heaters that I'm getting ready to sell. I used it one season here in the cabin. I'm gonna take that. Ugh, tired. Take that back home with me to Wheeling and put it on Marketplace. Okay, shed guys moved it. Man, they got that mule thing. It's an amazing piece of equipment. One second after I had a 40-foot shipping container moved about 7 miles, $350. I I had a 32-foot building moved 150 feet, and it was $500. I know Gary's getting 2 shipping containers down on his property. You might have to find I know I've seen people who do those, so there's got to be something out there. I would almost be tempted, Malachi's Corner, to go to uh, supply store and look at exhaust fittings because they'll make those, and look for a car exhaust and look for an adapter that goes from 1.5 inches to 3 inches. I would check one of those places. Well, you know that I'll tell you what, Dustin, I did not mind the charge at all. I know Dustin had just bought when he came out of those trailers. I mean, he didn't have to use the trailer this time, but just the trailers are over $100,000, and I'll bet that mule that they used was 100 grand. He had just bought one. Shoot, sorry about that. All right, got the gutters and everything working. My water tank's overflowing. We had so much rain yesterday, and it's going to start raining. I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, and rain most of tomorrow. Chance of snow Monday. Hey Russell, what's happening, buddy? What's going on? Well, is everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? I'm sure glad Donald Trump came out and said how much cheaper Thanksgiving dinner was going to be this year than last year. Personally, I don't see it. Hey, Arkansas Prepper, what's up? Hey, Dave, all right. Now we're getting the crowd in here. But Kim, I'm telling you, go to Auto Supply, go to AutoZone or Advance or something like that, and tell them you want to go from 1.5 inches to 3 inches for an exhaust, just like on a car. And they will form that for you. They form it right there. Yeah, groceries are the new gold. Well, I saw this thing where he said that according to Walmart, Thanksgiving dinner this year for a family is X number of dollars cheaper than it was last year because he slashed prices so much. Number one, I don't see it. And one thing I did see, and I kind of, believe it probably, the way they did the figuring to say prices had come down. This is how they trick people. This whole thing was a trick, right? Walmart prices from last year was 21 different brand name items. So this year, their Thanksgiving dinner for price comparison consisted of 15 items, not 21 items, and not brand name items, but all great value items. That's how they're saying this year is cheaper than last year, and it has to do with cutting grocery prices. It ain't happening. Grocery prices aren't coming down. I mean, I buy groceries every week. I don't see it. Uh, Ground beef is up. What were they saying? Because he wants some kind of investigation into it. But ground beef is up 15% in the last year. I don't see it either, Dan. Yeah, there you go. 1 second after. It's cheaper if you replace your turkey with spam. Absolutely. Then you can have a cheaper dinner than last year. I agree. Good evening, Gary. What's going on, my friend? It makes a big difference for us, and it makes a difference what you buy. I started cooking at home, right? I have not done that in the past, but I make dinner at night now and try all these different recipes and all this shit. So it's made me have to go to the store and buy things. I have to like shop now, and I've never really shopped. Gail has always done that because 42 years of marriage, what do you want for dinner tonight? I don't care. I've never said make this. I've never in 42 years. But I've decided to start making different stuff and trying that shit out. Oh my God, I could not be. I don't understand. It's no wonder you can't afford to eat hardly. Yeah, spam isn't that cheap anymore either. You're right, Gary. It's all gone crazy and it can't be brought down. Your turkey dinner was today. Yeah. I need SNAP, but I make about $5 too much a month to qualify for it. So I don't get it. I started demoing Alex's building. Oh, man. Tomorrow is the last competition muzzle loader shoot of the year. 30 inches of snow and 10 degrees in January. Probably. Hey, Frank, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you in here, buddy. Absolutely. Yeah, no one, you're right, Teresa. Nobody is lowering prices for anything. In fact, this whole SNAP thing, right? Think about how much money the government spends through SNAP at Walmart, say. And now they're not getting that revenue. They got to replace that revenue from somewhere. We're going to be paying for it. But I would venture to say 30 to 35% would be my guess of all revenue at Walmart comes from SNAP benefits or EBT or food stamps. So this month is costing them 30% of their sales normally. Demoing it. Why? Oh, no, not demoing the whole building, Kim. Just we had done some framing inside it because Alex was going to make it a little home. So we had framed in closets and a bathroom and a kitchen area and a bedroom. We've got to take all that framing out so it can be reframed as just a 2-bedroom built. Just it's only going to house 2 bedrooms. That's all it's going to be in it. And I want to use all of the studs that are inside it to reframe it to where it's simply 2 bedrooms. We're not taking it apart. That is part of my building now. Russ, I'd be willing to bet it's more. It very well may be, but I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. It would be interesting to find out how much of all the stores. I'd like to see how many of them depend on the SNAP benefits. Yeah, I bet that did sound. I paid all that money to move it over there so I could demo it. But I am getting, Dan, everybody hit the like. Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah, Joe needs a turkey. Let me tell you something. Joe has spent a lot of money lately. You know, if you think about just in the last few months, finishing up that septic, moving this building, buying the drywall, buying tools, trying to get this stuff rolling. Man, we've been throwing out the money. So, Joe needs a turkey. Oh, wow, man, that's awesome. That should get you a turkey, maybe. Oh, Kim, you didn't. Oh, my Dr. Pepper. You see, yes, I'm down to drinking Dr. Pepper in a can because they were on sale. I love my 2 liters. I can't find them on sale. And I found some of the bottles on sale. They didn't have those, so I bought cans because they were on sale. And I never buy Dr. Pepper in a can. Gary can tell you that. Holy cow. But you know what? I'm happy. Things are actually coming together, and I'm just digging the crap out of that. I plan on moving into that building this spring. I'm into that house. I'm going to be living here full time this spring, and then I'll be able to do the garden. I'll be able to do all that stuff while I finish building the house. But that's a coming for sure. Hey, Bill, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. My can's empty. I got to get up and get another can. My back hurts too much. My turkey is $2.99 pack of slices. I hear that. I had a guy deliver us some firewood. He was paying $15 a month for a used Denali truck. Wow. That is amazing. Yes, Dan, it is about time. No, the tree work's not done. I'm telling you what, though, I will tell you, Jeremiah called me or messaged me yesterday morning said he was finishing up a project that should start raining about noon. He would be over then to take that tree down. I'm like, dude, do not come over in the rain it's not that critical a thing. He said, well, I don't want to cancel on you again. I'm like, don't worry about it. You're not canceling this when the weather is. There's no point coming taking it down in the rain. And if I wait long enough, it might fall down. Bill, house is looking great. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. It is. I love driving up to it and seeing that. When I came up the driveway today, I had to stop and take a picture of it because it looks so cool. But I was worried. The reason why I was kind of panicking about getting the tree cut and taken out, because I didn't think I could move the building with the tree there. We were able to move the building, get it all set up, and uh, we were fine. You know, I mean, it still has to come out, but it's not a critical thing that it come out now. Now, Gary and I had planned on today's plan was to put the floor on the addition and the walls. Because Friday I'm getting the trusses and all the metal for the roof. But, it rained all day yesterday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain Monday. After Monday, it's supposed to be no rain for a while. So I guess next weekend we can do it. Malachi's going, oh, got it. Oh, regular mattress. All right. That's awesome. But I'm going to try, I don't know if Gary's still in here or not. I don't know if you're interested, but tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to get the rest of the drywall done in my building. Because I can't do anything on the outside. It is so wet out there. It's crazy. It feels good when it feels like you're getting something accomplished. It absolutely does. I don't think so, Gary. I don't know why. We may as well just do it Friday. Since I got to get your truck anyway, we can do the drywall and stuff tomorrow if you want, and then Friday and Saturday, do all the addition, get it completely all dried in and everything. I mean, we can talk about it later. I don't know, it's however you feel. But I have to go get a load of 2x4s anyway. But I think it's supposed to start raining about noon tomorrow, so there's not much point in doing too much tomorrow either. It's going to be good getting the trusses from the company that made the shed because my addition is going to be just the exact size as my shed. They made the trusses, they made the roof, all that. I'm buying all that from them. So next weekend it should be completely done, and then we'll cut in the doorways or the hallway, and it'll be weird to be able to walk through the whole thing into the other building. Oh yeah, you're going back home tomorrow? I didn't see if you answered. If you guys are out there this weekend, I don't know. I don't watch Ed's videos anymore, so I don't even know when the weekend or when people are showing up anymore. Okay. Yep. But yeah, Gary, I mean, if you came out Thursday, I could come out Thursday and we could do the floor and the walls, and then Friday morning go get the roof and just have to do that. We wouldn't be in any hurry Thursday if you want to do breakfast Thursday morning. You know, I'll stop and pick you up. We'll come out here, have breakfast, we'll do the work, then I'll drop you off, and then Friday morning we can drive out here, take your trailer, and go pick up the all the material. We used them Simpson plates on the doors of the outbuilding. What a job pounding those in. Oh yeah. Yes, they are. Now I found the guy that I buy my totes off of in uh, Newark, Ohio. I saw he put a thing on Facebook. They've got an old barn door from a dairy barn or something out in that area with the track and everything. Big 8 foot by 8 foot barn door. That's 100 years old. That is awesome looking, and it would fit perfect in the bottom of the barn. A door over the opening in the bottom of my barn, but they want like $125 for it. It's like, oh my God, that would be so perfect. Uh, but there's no way I can spend $125 right now. Should use those truss screws, Teresa. I love those. I'm so glad Bobby told me about that. Made a big difference. And you should look at that video too, Malachi's Corner. Did you do that? Especially being up on that hill with those winds like that, Kim. I put up a video a few weeks ago called Truss Screws and how you should screw your trusses down to the top plate, especially on these sheds. You might want to take a peek at that. Speaking of grocery prices going up, I noticed gas has been the last couple of months driving out here and back. Uh, Gas has been around uh, 265, 269 every weekend. We're coming up on Thanksgiving weekend. I noticed that Speedway on the way out has always been about the cheapest. They were up to 2.99. They went up 30 cents a gallon this week. No reason why, other than the fact we're coming up on Thanksgiving. That's the only thing I can figure. And Alex, now Monday I took Alex uh, uh, yeah, Arkansas Prepper. Down there, I think I would too. I'd use the straps and the screws. I agree with that, Arkansas Prepper. Uh, Eggs are less than $2 a dozen here at Walmart. Yeah, eggs are cheaper. Uh, I mean, we bought, I think Gail bought 18 packs at Kroger's for $1.99. You know, we bought like 5 packs of those. So, 90 eggs for $10. That was a pretty good deal. But the other thing's up. So it all washes out to the same. Um, if all we ate was eggs, that'd be one thing. But I took Alex to, sorry, my back itches. The airport Monday. He went to the Philippines. Like 17 hours of flying. But now I'm worried about him getting back. If they don't end this shutdown crap and the air traffic controllers and everybody go back to work, he might have a problem getting back to the United States in a couple weeks. Oh, by the way, I did pass 25,000 subscribers this week. Yeehaw. Oh, Arkansas Prayer, that's a really good idea. That's really not a bad idea at all. I should have thought about it. I might do that in Alex's building because the wind blows from it'll hit exactly the side of that building that I added onto mine. I might want to put a few lag screws down there because all they do is shoot it in like I would do normally. But I have a whole bunch, I bought a bunch of lag screws when I was going to build the addition. I might throw a few of those down there before I insulate. We'll have to see. Sorry. Keep getting text messages. He may stay once I don't know if he's going to stay there or not. I mean, he gave me that building to add on to mine, but he wants one of the bedrooms to use. Have you ever? Yes, I'm getting my refund. I got my refund. That's how I was able to do a bunch of this stuff. I forgot to tell you about that. Timberlock and bottom plate. Yeah, I could do that just the same. I've got extra screws. Uh, I could sure run them down in there. But yes, I got the refund from the electric company, so that was great. That helped finish paying off the septic and paying for the building move and buying all the roofing material on the 2x4. So yes, I did get it. Wasn't a scam. They actually came through. I forgot about that. So running the electric wound up costing me with paying Bobby because he did all the trenching and backfilling of that whole line down 300 yards. Uh, Getting electric here out of pocket wound up costing me about $1,200. So I was very happy about that. I had to pay him $6,000 up front, but I actually got the $5,100 back. And Alex had loaned me some money to help get all that done, so I had to pay him back out of that. But everything's cool. Everything's good. And like I said, it came in the perfect time. It helped me, with having to pay for getting the building moved, pay to remove the tree when he does it, pay for uh, all the material for the addition. I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. So it worked out great. Yeah, when I was going to do Arkansas Bear, when I was going to do the addition, build the whole 24 feet by myself, I bought all these, 4 or 5 inch lag screws with the washers and I mean everything. So I have all that stuff in the barn, and they weren't cheap. I may as well use them. But that's a really good idea. Hey, Carol. Yes, Carol, it is a strange feeling actually getting to do a lot and having a little bit of money to do it all with. It's kind of rare for me. Is Bobby going to do the electric panel in your house? Yes, he is. Uh, as soon as he comes down here, I mean, he hasn't been able to make it the last couple weekends. I've got the splice kit, and he's going to get the panel all set up for me. And because I've got an extra sliding window that he wants. And I said, look, I'll give you that window. You hook up my panel, and we'll just swap like that. And he was like, that's cool. I mean, he told me how to do it. I know I could do it myself. Uh, I mean, me and Gary did everything here with the 7200 volt stuff coming down the road. I know we could do it, but I would love having him do it because he is licensed, and I wouldn't question anything then. I mean, me and Gary will hook all the switches up and receptacles and run everything to the panel. I just want him bringing the main feed into the panel. I'll just breathe a little easier with that. All right. What else is going on? Not much. Clearing out for the solar panels. uh, Ain't a whole lot else going on, actually. Let's see. Nothing exciting at home. Nope. I have a boring life, Carol. Yes, Carol. Malachi's Corner, your place is looking good at as. Yes, it is. She's doing a really good job. I'm gonna tell you something. This I will mention. This is a plan Joe has. One of the things that my brother-in-law used to do Um, Smoky Mountain off. Hey, buddy, welcome. How are you, man? I'm doing great. Life is good. But something my brother-in-law used to do, he would go to these farmer markets or HEB, down in Texas, whatever. And if they had big sales on green beans or corn or something like that, he would buy up a bucket load of it and can it. You water bath can that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna buy some green beans and stuff, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna start experimenting with water bath canning first, uh, until I can uh, afford to buy a pressure canner. But I'm gonna start canning things at home to see how that works out. Well, New York City will be the first communist city in the USA. Um, yeah, yeah, it's you know what? How quickly New York City forgets 9/11. That's how little it means to them. And when you've got millions of the Muslims over here and Somalians and all that, that's how they're going to take over this country. This is the start. We're all going down, trust me. I don't want to get in that prepper thing, but it's taking over the whole country. You wait and see. That guy, that to me, the fact that we as Americans, as citizens, that we couldn't stop that tells me that our country is done. You know, that we're over it. The Republicans didn't even bother to run anybody. I mean, they didn't care. That's how little the Trump administration cared about it. He's going to endorse. I mean, Cuomo. That's who the Republicans wanted to run. That's who the Republicans endorsed. Right? They didn't care. They didn't try. They're not trying anywhere. They got, you know, we're doomed. We really are. Yeah. The RNC is done. The DNC is done. There is no more political parties. I am done completely with voting. I never thought I would ever believe that. But what's the point now? We are handing over our government to it's not so much communist or socialist, it's Islam. That's what we're doing. He wants to cut NYPD. Did you see all the pro Hamas protesters attacking NYPD today? It's like it's already starting. And when the biggest city in the country goes that route, the rest of the country is going right behind it. Yes, Smoky Mountain off grid. Excellent. Politicians are selected, not elected. You are absolutely right. And Malachi's Corner said it looks to me like this administration knows something we don't. This administration is planning things that they're not telling us about. This has all been planned. That's why I don't understand why they didn't bother anywhere to put a Republican up against these people. They may as well have endorsed him in New York because they sure didn't run anybody against him. Yeah, Bill, I'm so afraid you are right. Texas is the next one because Minnesota went. But I'm going to spend my time out here at St. Bernard Acres. And I mean, I have pretty much, I will tell you this, and I do think this has improved my attitude about life lately, right? I have quit watching the news, any news. You know, I just don't care anymore. There's nothing that anybody's willing to do anything about it. So why let yourself get stressed over watching? You know, the entire media is all about politics now. I didn't see anything about the UPS plane crash. You know, that used to be, that was major news across all platforms. Now it's nothing. It's friggin' communists in New York and Trump and all this shit. That's the only thing it is. It's all the propaganda arms of the government. That's all it is. There is no more news anymore. I saw the governor of, yeah, that guardian angel dude. How'd you bring that up? I don't like that guy. I'd never liked that guy. I haven't noticed Prepperner's dogs he had. Just no, he's got all of his dogs. He's got them all. I mean, he's got them all in a big area. That's where they stay. My dogs don't live in a kennel or a caged area. Sometimes I wish they did, but it's like I said in my video, my dogs, I think it's a privilege to get to have dogs. That's a privilege that I am so happy I get, you know. And the fact that these guys want to sleep with me and curl up with me and get under the covers, you know, because I'm their safe zone. They feel safe because of me, and I just think that's wonderful. I would never put them out there. Uh, EWI, hey, I never worry about the things you can't control except for family and friends. That's it. 100%. Smoky Mountain off grid. That's exactly why we're 100% off grid on our mountain. World has turned to shit. We need an escape route. Exactly right. Joe, I get news on YouTube, a couple of different channels. Yes, me too. And I'm selective in what I watch. Yeah, dude, I used to do it with 150-pound St. Bernards. Let me tell you, a California King is not big enough for me and Gail and two St. Bernards. And Brandy, God bless her. I can't even hardly talk about Brandy. But every night we would go to bed and she would lay the whole length of me with her head on my shoulder and my arm out like this so she could sleep here. That's how I'd fall asleep at night. She was awesome with that. Yeah, I was wondering about that, Malachi's Corner. I thought you bought him a little kennel for safety. See, ours Ernie doesn't take the covers. They get up underneath the covers because they want to be against your skin. That's where they immediately dive underneath the covers. Teresa, YouTube is people crying about the world ending. I find it hilarious and entertaining. You know, the world's not, if the world was ending, I wouldn't worry about it. What are you worried about then? It just ends. Uh, but yeah, there are a lot of them that, they just, they do this fear thing. They work on people's fears, and they, they're half of the problem. A lot of these YouTube preppers and everything, they are a big part of the problem we're facing now because they have so many people that actually believe them, right? These YouTube channels, I will immediately turn off and unsubscribe and block. Some well, according to my inside sources in this department of the government, you have no inside sources. Don't start that shit. And all the fear mongering that goes on with these channels. It's crazy. It just makes matters worse. It doesn't help anything. Oh, it keeps blowing over. Oh, sorry about that. Well, build something for him. You can build a little crate for him. But I understand I would never take him back either. It was fun having ours out here. But yeah, I'm telling you, I'm so blessed that I have St. Bernard Acres. That's the luckiest thing that ever happened to me, I believe, was being able to have St. Bernard Acres because this whole country is going to shit. It's done. There's no saving it. It used to be fun to talk about saving it. Yeah, I try not to make my channel doom and gloom. I try to promote prepping. I think it's a great idea, not just because the world's going to end, but just because of the economy, and the way things are shaping up. I like prepping. I mean, it's not my life, but I like to try to encourage people. Now I hear you about limited time. I was happy to get them out here last couple weekends ago. They got to come out and see the place and walk around and act goofy. I got a bunch of review videos to do, so don't get mad, people. And I got a couple that are really cool ideas. They're not big, expensive things, but they're really on the prepping side of things. I think I'll do them, and instead of putting them on this channel, I'm going to start doing those reviews on my SBA Prepping, Bushcraft, and Survival channel. I'm going to start doing more on that channel. Trump couldn't fix the economy with the magic. No, it's not fixable now. Uh, I'm enjoying this shed off-grid adventure, but it's very expensive. It sure is. It definitely is not cheap to do an off-grid homestead type thing. It is not cheap. Carol, I like your review videos. I appreciate that. I mean, evidently the people that keep sending me stuff like it too. Uh, But yeah, I think I'm gonna. Sorry, I hit the table there, bounced the camera around. I think I'm gonna start doing my review videos over on my other channel. Everybody's got to go over there and subscribe at SBA Prepping, Bushcraft, and Survival. Uh, this channel I'm gonna keep primarily, you know, building the house and homesteading type things, and all the prepping videos and reviews and stuff I'm gonna start doing on that channel. That way, there's some people that like to watch the cabin build that don't care about the reviews. They don't want to watch that kind of stuff. If they want to watch it, they can go over to the other one. You're still planning on getting chickens in the spring? If so, how many? Absolutely. I'm probably going to get a dozen of them to start out. I'll start out with a dozen chickens and see what happens. Because I would like to have the chickens, and then once I get better established out here, get a rooster and start getting my own chickens, and I'm going to learn how to harvest chickens, you know, buy a dozen meat chickens and just raise them for 8 weeks and then put them in the freezer. Because I mean, it's all the cool stuff I get to learn. Once I get done building, you get to where I can live out here. There's so much more stuff I can learn that I'll have the opportunity to learn. That's what I'm looking forward to. Kroger bought Albertson, and it all went crazy. You can't buy a company for that kind of money. And oh, absolutely, absolutely, they had to raise prices. You know, I did that video. I talked about how uh, Lowe's, you know, they have a sale price that lasts all year long, so they don't have to pay their veteran discount yet. Oh yeah, it is 9 o'clock, isn't it? Holy crap! I'm gonna have to get off here and check in, I guess. I'm glad everybody's starting to show up again. I'm gonna do these live streams, and I'm thinking about this. Listen to me, SBA Prepping, Survival, and Bushcraft. I might do my Saturday night live streams on here, and maybe do a Wednesday night or a Thursday night live stream on that channel where we just simply discuss prepping and survival stuff. That might be where I do 2 live streams a week, because I can do that from home. Say I'll do those live streams at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night after everybody at home they go upstairs and go to bed. What do y'all think about that? If Teresa can put a link to that channel, because I only got a couple 300 subscribers on it, but I can start building that up. We'll have a prepping live stream on Wednesday nights and a homesteading and randomness on Saturday nights. But that's a good idea, Carol, with the stakes to help hold the kennel down. Because I know Kim would like to take her puppy with her. Everybody would. Maybe you can have a channel for hardcore prep. Yeah, all right. I don't think so. Sounds good, Simon. All right, we'll do that. Let me get things up. Gary last year bought me this camouflage netting I was going to use in my studio here in the barn. And it doesn't, I just haven't figured out how to use it in my studio in the barn. But at home, that would be pretty cool for the backdrop where I could do my live streams on Wednesday nights on the prepping channel. And I could have, because I got all this stuff I have to try to hide, I could put that camouflage netting behind me. That could be a cool prepping and survival live stream show on there. Is it and or and? I don't know. Let me look real quick. I gotta look real fast because I don't even remember. I gotta start doing things with that channel. SBA Prepping, Survival, and ampersand. The symbol and bushcraft. SBA Prepping, Survival, and Bushcraft. I might change it to just SBA Prepping and Survival. But yeah, I got 485 subscribers on that channel. SBA Prepping, Survival, and Bushcraft. So everybody get subscribed over there. Wednesday night, I'll have my inaugural live stream on that channel where we'll strictly discuss prepping and survival. And there'll be a cross mixture. I mean, because we'll talk about, let me see if, maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't, I'll get it out there. Yep, folks, it is time for me to roll off of here. I'll do a short on here Wednesday afternoon, reminding everybody that I'll be doing a live stream Wednesday night on my other channel, and I'll put a link in for that. That way I'll put a short to remind you guys that we're going to try a Wednesday night live stream on prepping and see how that goes. But yeah, it's ampersand. Yes. Yeah, we'll get that thing rolling. We'll do 2 live streams a week. Yes. Because you guys are so much fun. I love doing this stuff. But anyway, I'm going to hop off of here, give Gail a call, and see what's going on. Love your cow. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I have the t-shirt too. But thank you. Appreciate that. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Stay out of the rain if it's going to be raining in your area. Get ready for snow Monday. We got first time snow has been in the forecast. Doesn't mean we'll get it, but it's in the forecast. But peace out, everybody. I'm out.